Morning guys, don't know about you. I just finished my coffee and I moved on to my breakfast. And doing these commentary vids for online Medieval 2 battles, I just realized that I haven't uploaded a France vs England battle. And what kind of a channel am I trying to make here if I do not have a France vs England battle in Medieval 2? I mean, come on, be serious. So I checked out my replays and I dug this one up. It's actually a new battle. I only played it a couple of days ago and it's short and fun. I really like this battle. Oops, let's move that back. Yeah, and as you can see, my opponent first tried to hide his cav over here, his English knights. Then he saw it's not gonna work, so he moved them back to his main army. His main army setup is pretty nice. It's a good idea. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armored swordsmen in the front, which are really good backbone infantry. He's got 2 Sherwood archers and 2 retinue longbows behind them, which have good long range, and the Sherwood archers have 2 hit points, but they're only half the unit strength, so I don't know if they're really effective because much less men are firing arrows, even though their missile attack is pretty good. So I doubt that was a good decision to bring in multiplayer. And he put his pikes or his how do you call them? These things, the sharpened stakes. He put them in the back so that he doesn't let my guys charge him from the back. And I didn't notice these things in the middle of the battle, in the heat of the battle. So it could have been a really good decision for him. You'll see how it develops later. He also brought 2 of these armored sergeants on each wing, which are not much of a spearman unit, but is the best that England has. No pikes available for them, and as I said, these 4 out of 5, no, 4 English knights over here. As for my army, I brought 4 Arquebusiers, 4 of these guys, the good old gunpowder unit. They have much shorter range than his archers, but let's just see what happens once they get in range, as these guys did. Behind them I have a line of Swiss Pikemen overlapping with dismounted Chilvaric and dismounted noble knights. The noble knights are there only for the flavor. My cav force, which can utterly and totally rape his cav force, is composed of 4 units of those lancers and 1 of these gendarmes. I think France has, stat-wise at least, better units than these gendarmes, but again, I brought them for the flavor. I think they fit more in this kind of a French army. On the other wing, I moved the rest of my cav force, so the 4 units of cav, 3 units of lancers and my general, and he's gonna respond to this in just a moment. There you can see he starts. And I told you I'm gonna show you what happens once my Arquebusiers get in range, and what the difference is between archers and gunpowder. And here it is. Once my guys got in range, they wiped out totally wiped out one of his armored swordsman units. And this one is suffering heavy casualties too from this side. So that's being the difference between the elite archers that England can field and the average gunpowder units that you can bring with almost every faction that you play. Archers are maybe good in early high period battles, but in late I wouldn't rely on them completely. They work in synergy with other units, but them being your main asset, I don't think so, especially not for England. I don't know why England goes for such a archer-heavy faction when the other factions, especially Eastern ones, can field even better archers than the English, the dismounted war of the Russians or the Ottoman infantry of the Turks. Well, anyway, I don't think it's a smart idea to rely on those archers. Anyway, my opponent moves his armored sergeants over here to help out his English knights, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stand around and sit around and see my guys cutting a melee against his sergeants, his armored sergeants. I'm gonna get out of there. You see one of the English knights is routing, and I'm maneuvering two of my guys, of my units from the back. I am charging these armored sergeants. Actually, I'm not much worried, even though they are spearmen. And here is the moment at which I didn't see these. Since I didn't see these stakes, I could have just charged right in the backs of these guys and lost my cav. Fortunately, that did not happen, and his units routed before I charged the stakes down. Now I'm engaging the whole of his line, but well, you can see this battle just it won't happen for him. Let's put it that way. This unit, the farmer sergeant, is gone. The one that's still the weekend. This one was also very weak. He was losing over here. He lost half of his archers, and I think. As an experienced player, I guess, this guy admitted defeat. It was a good game to him. He did try to do something. It wasn't impossible, but with I think he should have just brought, I don't know, probably more Arquebusiers at the expense of longbowmen or something like that, and made this one work. Although England's multiplayer roster is, well, it leaves a lot to be wished for. Let's put it just that way. The results. I deployed 1,679 men. He deployed 1,454. I killed or routed 700 of his guys, 300 of my guys, and this is gonna be fun. Check it out. My Swiss pikes and my Chilvaric and noble knights, dismounted Chilvaric and noble knights, almost didn't get any kills, and all the kills go for my cav component. And especially for my Arquebusiers. So this is you can take this as an example how much more efficient gunpowder is than arrows in late period and all period battles. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you around next time. Bye bye.